Where and when was he born? Warren Edward Buffett was born on August 30, 1930, in Omaha, Nebraska. Unlike many celebrities who change their names, Warren has always proudly carried the name he was given at birth. It's a name that, over time, would become legendary across the world of business. Growing up in the heart of America, Warren was part of a tight-knit, hard-working community, where traditional values like honesty, frugality, and perseverance were a way of life. His parents and the family he grew up in. Warren's father, Howard Buffett, was a stockbroker and a U.S. congressman. His mother, Layla Stahl Buffett, was a homemaker who took care of Warren and his two sisters. The Buffett family wasn't wealthy by today's standards, but they lived comfortably compared to many during the harsh years of the Great Depression. Howard's work in finance exposed Warren to the world of stocks and investments at an incredibly young age. Meanwhile, his mother instilled in him a strong sense of discipline and responsibility. It was a household filled with ambition, curiosity, and resilience, a perfect environment to nurture the dreams of a future financial genius. The hardships and circumstances of his childhood. Life wasn't always easy for young Warren. The Great Depression had left deep scars on American society, and though the Buffett family stayed afloat, the fear and uncertainty of the times shaped Warren's views on money and security. From a very early age, Warren understood the importance of saving, investing, and being careful with resources. He also faced the challenge of being seen as a bit of an oddball among his peers. While other kids dreamed of sports or adventures, Warren obsessed over numbers, business ideas, and ways to make money. He wasn't the loudest or the most popular kid in school. But even then, he had a spark, a quiet determination that refused to fade, no matter the circumstances. His first job and early steps into his career. Warren's first business venture came when he was just 6 years old. He bought packs of chewing gum from his grandfather's grocery store and sold them door to door for a small profit. Soon after, he moved on to selling Coca-Cola, newspapers, and magazines. By the time he was a teenager, Warren had already filed his first tax return and even owned a pinball machine business that he placed in barber shops. He wasn't just earning pocket money, he was building an empire, one small step at a time. At just 11 years old, Warren made his first stock purchase, 3 shares of Citi Service Preferred. He learned a powerful lesson when the stock dipped, panicked, and sold it for a tiny profit, only to see it soar much higher later. This early experience taught him the value of patience, a lesson that would become a cornerstone of his investment philosophy. Key efforts and turning points that led to fame. Warren's passion for business and investing only grew stronger with time. He attended the University of Nebraska and later went to Columbia Business School, where he studied under Benjamin Graham, one of the greatest investment minds of the time. Graham's teachings deeply influenced Warren's approach: buy undervalued companies, stay disciplined, and think long-term. After school, Warren worked for Graham's firm, but soon his ambitions led him back to Omaha, where he started his own investment partnerships. Through tireless work, smart decisions, and an unwavering commitment to his principles, Warren steadily grew his fortune. In 1965, he took control of a struggling textile company called Berkshire Hathaway, and through decades of careful investments, turned it into one of the largest and most successful holding companies in the world. The Oracle of Omaha was no overnight success. His journey was built on decades of dedication, learning from mistakes, and trusting the power of compound growth. Top 5 key projects that made him famous. 1. Berkshire Hathaway. In 1965, Warren took control of Berkshire Hathaway, a struggling textile mill. Instead of sticking to textiles, he transformed the company into an investment powerhouse, acquiring businesses across industries, from insurance to railroads to energy. Today, Berkshire Hathaway is a symbol of financial excellence, and its annual shareholder meeting is called the Woodstock for Capitalists. 2. Partnership with Charlie Munger. Warren's friendship and partnership with Charlie Munger, a brilliant investor himself, took his thinking to a new level. Together, they shifted focus from buying just cheap companies to buying great companies at fair prices, a change that made Buffett even more successful. 3. Investment in Coca-Cola. In 1988, Warren made a major investment in Coca-Cola, buying $1 billion worth of shares. It became one of his most famous and profitable investments. Buffett's love for Coca-Cola even made him the company's unofficial ambassador, sipping on cherry Coke at almost every public appearance. 4. The Washington Post and media investments. In the 1970s, Warren invested heavily in the Washington Post Company, supporting quality journalism at a time when few understood its value. His relationship with Katharine Graham, the publisher, was both professional and deeply respectful, showcasing Warren's loyalty and belief in long-term partnerships. 5. Public image as the everyman billionaire. Unlike many wealthy individuals, Warren didn't build a golden empire to show off his success. He stayed in his modest Omaha home, drove regular cars, and lived simply. This authenticity made him beloved not just by investors, but by everyday people across America and around the world. Top 5 most profitable investments. 1. Coca-Cola, KO. His $1 billion investment in Coca-Cola grew more than tenfold over the years. Today, Berkshire earns over $700 million annually just from dividends alone. 2. Apple, AAPL. Buffett once avoided tech companies, but later changed his mind about Apple. Today, Berkshire's stake in Apple is worth over $150 billion, making it one of Buffett's most successful bets ever. 3. American Express, AXP. After a scandal rocked American Express in the 1960s, Warren saw opportunity. His investment paid off handsomely, earning billions in returns and dividends over decades. 4. Bank of America, BAC. During tough times for banks, Buffett stepped in to invest in Bank of America, securing preferred shares and warrants that turned into a multi-billion-dollar gain. 5. Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad, BNSF. In 2010, Berkshire Hathaway acquired BNSF in a massive $44 billion deal. The investment brought in steady cash flow and proved Buffett's ability to see long-term value where others hesitated. How success changed him, or didn't? You might think that with billions of dollars, Warren Buffett would live like royalty. But here's the amazing thing, Warren didn't really change. He still lives in the same Omaha house he bought in 1958 for just $31,500. He loves eating simple food, hamburgers, ice cream, and, of course, Coca-Cola. He doesn't own yachts or private jets for fun. Instead, he focuses on what he loves most, investing, reading, and learning. But where success truly expanded Warren's life was in giving back. In 2006, Warren announced one of the largest philanthropic commitments in history. He pledged to give away 99% of his wealth to charitable causes, mostly through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His message was clear: wealth is a tool for good. Today, through his charitable giving, Warren Buffett is shaping a better future for millions around the world. Conclusion: why Warren Buffett's success was inevitable. Warren Buffett's story isn't just about becoming rich. It's about the power of patience, humility, and lifelong learning. It's about believing in yourself when nobody is watching. And it's about doing what you love, not for fame, but because you simply can't imagine living any other way. Warren's success became inevitable because he never chased shortcuts. He never gave up when things got hard. And he never stopped being true to himself. In a world full of noise and distractions, Warren Buffett's life reminds us. Stay focused. Stay curious. Stay kind. And maybe, just maybe, the world will call you an oracle too. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Warren Buffett. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There's so much more inspiration waiting ahead.